It's time to repot my mom's Hawaiian love plant, and I guess you could accurately say it's her son's Hawaiian love plant. I have had this beautiful camellia-like plant in this same pot for a while. Notice that I have cut back this Hawaiian love plant. I'm going to try to reroot some parts to give away, bless some other people. Not an unhappy plant. Check out the beautiful bloom on here. Notice that it's going to fit nicely in this protection for my carpet. So I think this plant's going to be happy for a while. I got some high quality potting soil. I got some gravel to put in the bottom of this container, and I'm going to mix the potting soil with sand too. So I think this plant's just going to be happy for a while, and we're gonna love it. All right, so I started out putting a couple inches of gravel in the bottom of my new pot. Here we go. Probably gonna start out with some potting mix and sand to mix into the bottom before I transfer this plant into its new home. I had a little pea gravel, so I put that in next, and then after that I'm going to put some sand on top of it to give it some nice drainage. With some potting mix added, and by the way, I bought expensive potting mix, but man, this looks like it has a lot of bark in it. It doesn't really look that great. Anyhow, I'm going to spread this out a little bit, kind of pack it down, and go ahead and transfer my plant into the pot, and we'll see if I have enough potting mix to get this thing started. Get the pot started. Probably somebody would freak out by me grabbing the said plant. Ooh, see, I've got some nice gravel in the bottom of that, don't I? Ooh, very nice root system. Look at that. Ah! Wow, that's a surprise, isn't it? But how happy this plant has been. I don't think I'm gonna allow all this to remain. I think that needs to be trimmed off. This plant needs to get a new start. It's gonna go through a little bit of a shock though, isn't it? I think some of the unhealthiest plants I have seen have roots that are coiled around in circles and circles and circles and then placed in the ground or container that way. So I'm gonna leave some of these roots, but I'm gonna cut quite a bit off. These will be repurposed over there. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, let's see if we can put this in here. Okay, it's going to give a little bit of root action at the bottom. Yeah, that'll be okay. Kind of spread out. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And one of the things that I've learned over the years, which master gardener I am not, but definitely an enthusiast, which seems to be how I roll on a lot of things. I'm really not interested in filling this all the way up to the top. I'm probably going to fill this up to this bottom rim here, and I've got about enough sand and soil to make that work. And I think this can be a happy plant in its new home. Let's see how this looks in a minute. One of the things I noticed when I pulled the root ball apart is that there is a decent amount of fungus inside of the soil. Now, in science, we know that mycorrhizal fungi are symbiotic and help plants absorb nutrients from the soil. Someone may look at this and say, this is a blight, a disease. Okay, well, here we go. I am not removing it. This plant's been happy for a while, so just attempting to repot and reboot for a few more years possibly. That's the neighborhood drama in the middle of the plant potting, is that the mockingbird can no longer tolerate the cat for another minute. Why can't we just live and let live here? Plant potting drama. Well, I have layered potting soil and sand, and I'm telling you, this high dollar potting soil I bought sure has a lot of bark in it. Hey, kitty. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm trying to get this kind of packed nicely around the edges. Good deal. Looking pretty good. It's about kind of what I expected. Yeah, nice. All right, time for a little cleanup before we move the love plant back in the house. The tails are wagging, but not everyone's happy. It's kind of easy to see who's in the dominance position, isn't it? That poor cat gets attacked by the mockingbird. All the other cats boss it around, apparently. They love you anyway, as a neighbor. All right, back in its new home. Very good. Welcome home. Welcome back. Trying to get some of this potting soil off of the bark. It bugs me. Enjoy your new home, your new place. The old place with a new casa. Casa de Amor. The house of the love plant.